Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. Hey guys, this is my Facebook page, Foreclosure Help 777, which is a private group. If you're going through foreclosure yourself, you might want to join my private group where we share all kinds of helpful things with each other. Today we're going to talk about how to find case law, the traditional methods and others that might be helpful to you guys. One of the things most people use is Google or Google Scholar. But if you're trying to do a search in those things, you'll find that you get like literally thousands of different cases, and it's really hard to find certain cases that will support what you're trying to argue. So let's look at a website where I've found that might be helpful for you guys. Okay, if you're online, you want to go to legal.com. It's Leagle. And it has a picture of a black eagle at the top. And it has a free search. And you have to join if you want to click on any of the cases. But I found that you can do a search, get the cases, and copy and paste them, and then look them up in Google yourself, and they always come up. So this is also a good way to find specific arguments in your memorandums of law that you're trying to argue. For instance, if you want to argue the FDCPA and foreclosure, then you put those as keywords, all these words, and then if you go scroll down to where it says search by court, in this case we're looking for Virginia courts, and you just hit search and you'll get search results. There's 4 cases that came up. Only 4, can you believe that? So then you can take these and you can, copy and paste these 4 cases. See that? You can copy and paste them to your Word document right here. Here it is. First one comes up, Green versus Portfolio. So you can just copy and paste these to Google and they come right up. So you don't have to necessarily join legal to actually read the cases. You can just do it this way. So let's look at this case real quick. Green versus Portfolio Recovery Associates. It's a recent case, 2024, and it's always good to have recent cases when you're arguing. There's the case number and everything else, decided February 20th. In this case, just to give you an idea, it says, Maisie Green, pro se, appeals the Circuit Court order ruling for Portfolio Recovery Associates, LLC, PRA, in a debt collection action. The Circuit Court granted judgment to PRA in the amount of $8,914.31. On appeal, Green argues that PRA did not have standing to sue and that the court erred by failing to consider her counterclaim alleging PRA violated the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA, and that by releasing her cash bond to PRA, the General District Court of Allegheny County violated the 14th Amendment and FDCPA by issuing a recognizance on PRA's behalf. Finding that PRA failed to prove it owned Green's debt, we reverse the Circuit Court's decision. So this was a reversal upon appeal. And they found that the portfolio did not have standing. And these can be useful if you're trying to argue standing, or maybe you have an assignment of mortgage or assignment of deed of trust that has a break in the chain of title or other defects that render them not having standing. So this is a good way to use this case in your argument. So I thought that this was good. Now I'm going to show you something else. If you guys are writing a memorandum of law in support, say, of your opposition to motion to dismiss, then I would use, I used the Green versus Portfolio Recovery Associates, and this is how it's worded in the memorandum of law. Plaintiff's allegation suggests that U.S. Bank, through Rosenberg and Associates, is engaged in such activities and may therefore be subject to the FDCPA, As a result, plaintiff's claim for FDCPA violations is plausible and should not be dismissed at this early stage of litigation. See Green versus Portfolio Recovery Associates. And then it has the information there, the case number and everything. In Green, the court reversed a lower decision finding that Portfolio Recovery Associates, PRA, failed to prove it owned the debt and violated the FDCPA, emphasizing the relevance of standing and proper debt ownership in such cases. So you can see here how we're using that case in this argument in a memorandum of law. Okay, let me show you something else. Here is another website that I frequently use to find more cases if I can't come up with enough cases to use. It's called courtlistener.com. It's a free site. Courtlistener.com, guys. And if you go here, you can go to advanced case law search. And then as you can see, it has select jurisdictions. So you can put in here, let's put in FDCPA and foreclosure. Okay, and then select jurisdictions. You don't want all of them, or you get a billion cases. So when this comes up, everything's checked, so you want to uncheck everything. So let's clear all. Let's look at, federal court. Let's say we want to look at federal court for Virginia. Since we just did Virginia, let's look at Virginia. All right, so it's got Eastern and Western. So let's look at Eastern and Western. Just put check mark there, and then go down and hit apply. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we have 17 opinions which came up. And as you can see, there is some yellow highlighted information that they have to do with the FDCPA and the where's foreclosure? I don't see that on here. Here, foreclosure on this one. So some are in foreclosure and some are FDCPA, but this one has both foreclosure and FDCPA. So you can click on that case, Goodrow versus Friedman, and here it is. Here's the opinion. And you can look at some of the arguments that they made. And if there's anything useful, you can just copy and paste it to whatever you're trying to argue. So I thought this would be helpful. Now, when you guys are on, if you're using AI, and AI gives you case law, always Google each case to make sure it exists. I know that some people have complained that AI gives you fake case law, which they do. It's also a good idea if the other side files any kind of memorandum of law to Google their case law as well to make sure it exists, because they might be using an AI program and giving fake case law as well. So that's something to think about too. Okay guys, I hope this has been helpful to y'all. If you're fighting foreclosure, you can join my Facebook page if you want to talk about more foreclosure related things, or you can send me an email to foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com if you have any questions. And as always guys, everyone have a blessed day.